Hello, welcome to my bathroom. Grab a book and stay a while. Shirt check. Okay, anyway. Now I have a lot of makeup. A lot. And of course, because I have 50 YouTube subscribers, I'm not on any PR lists. So I do have to pay out of pocket for all of it, which is totally fine, obviously. If I got makeup for free, I doubt that I would stop buying it, which means I would have even more makeup. Now, if in the future I do wind up on PR lists and get free makeup, shut your mouth. Let me have my bad habit, because I am ready to be crushed by overwhelming amounts of makeup just avalanching down from my bathroom shelves. Because that's where I keep it. I would love to have a beauty room, but unfortunately this house is 1,200 square feet and a lot of that is basement. So, alright, let me stop with the chitter chatter. So the point of this video is to, out of all of the makeup that I own, to show you what my favorite of each category is. So all I'm wearing right now is literally liquid liner and red lipstick. Neither of these things are in the list. I kind of like to, I don't know how to word this. I have OCD tendencies. My therapist has told me this, and my psychiatrist has told me this. So one of the ways that I have OCD tendencies is in the fact that I like to use things in order, whether that be clothing, colored pencils, if I'm doing an adult coloring book, or my makeup. What does that mean? That means I have all of my mascaras lined up. Oh yeah, I'm wearing mascara too, duh. So when I'm putting my makeup on, I'll take a mascara, put it on, okay, that's it. It goes to the back of the queue now. So that means that the next time I do my makeup, I have to use a different mascara. And that's the case for lipsticks, especially lipsticks, and eyeshadow palettes. So yeah, that's just kind of how I do things. But my favorites. So let's start. The first thing that I always do is put on primer. My absolute favorite primer is this one. We're in mirror mode. If I end up being able to flip this in post, then just ignore this, but right now the letters are backwards. So this is from NYX. It's their marshmallow primer. It smells delicious. It goes on really nicely. And it helps the foundation stick on really well without showing pores. So it's my favorite. Honestly, it's mostly for the smell. It is a little expensive. I can't remember how much this was, but I remember looking at the price and being like, wow, I've never spent that much on a primer before, but you know what? I spent that much on a primer, and here we are. It's my favorite. So this definitely follows the rule of you get what you pay for. I do have really dry skin. I am just going to put that out there. So if your skin's really oily, some of these products will probably perform differently. I have no idea, honestly. I'm not a professional. Next up, foundation. So my favorite is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh. This is my second bottle, and I don't wear foundation very often, so that's saying something. It's a hyaluronic hydrating foundation, so it's got hyaluronic. It's got that acid in it. I swear I know how to pronounce it. No, I'm dumb. But I always apply my foundation with the biggest foundation sponge I can find. Now, all of you guys are probably going to be like, oh my god, my foundation sponge is like this big. This is seriously the biggest one I could find. I've had it forever. I can't even tell what it is anymore. I probably got it at Walmart, honestly. But yeah, it's permanent. It used to be blue or green. You can kind of tell. I beat this thing up. I rinse it before I use it every time, because using a wet sponge, well, a damp sponge is way better than a dry one for me. All of this tack on for me at the end of it, okay? So that foundation is pretty cheap because ColourPop is a pretty cheap brand. I would say ColourPop is my favorite brand. Absolutely. So going along with that, next I do concealer, And I use the matching ColourPop Pretty Fresh Concealer. I don't even know what shade I am. Okay, so in the foundation, I am light 33C. I think the C is cool. My skin is very red naturally. And then the concealer is Fair 20N. You are not going to be able to see that, but the N for that is neutral. I like to have my concealer just a touch lighter because I only put it under my eyes, sometimes on my nose here. I want to say that's it. If I have a blemish, I usually just cake on the foundation. Otherwise, I'll put a dot of concealer on before my foundation so that way the light shade of it kind of gets covered up. If I were smart, I would buy a concealer that's the same shade as my foundation for the blemishes, but alas, I am not smart. Moving on. Favorite eyeshadow palette. The Powerpuff Girls one by ColourPop, of course. ColourPop is my favorite. I have spent more money on ColourPop products than any other makeup products ever. Here's what it looks like on the inside. I don't do my makeup very often at all, so of course it doesn't look beat up or anything, but I swear I use it, I promise. Yeah, but yeah, I really do rarely do my makeup. I love doing it. It's therapeutic, but I don't know what to tell you. I'm just lazy. And then if I'm doing, what's that called? Eyeliner. If I'm doing eyeliner along my waterline, I like to use, oh, guess what brand it is? ColourPop. This is their Like a Charm cream gel liner. All the shade names are back there. You're probably not going to be able to read those, but yeah, it's got all sorts of colors. I like to use the white to make my eyes pop. I like to use the black when I'm in an emo mood, which I always pretty much am, but if I'm feeling especially emo, because usually I like to make my waterline pop rather than make my eyes appear smaller, because if you put dark eyeliner on your waterline, that will make your eyes appear a bit smaller. But it gives you that Avril Lavigne look. So it's a trade-off. And then as far as liquid liner goes, again, this is not the one that I'm wearing, but this one is my favorite. It is the Essence Super Precise Eyeliner, and it's long-lasting and waterproof. I forgot it was waterproof. Nice. I've actually only worn it once so far, but it is seriously the best liquid liner. Okay, ever since I started putting on liquid liner, which was when I was about 15, maybe 16, I have been looking for one that doesn't just feel so dry right away, where I don't have to shake it all the time to keep applying it. This is marvelous. It's wonderful. It's perfect. It's beautiful. It's astounding. It's the one. I found it. I found the one. And it is none of this is sponsored. I know I sound like a total shill right now. I never even heard of Essence until I went to Ulta to look for liquid liner. And this is the first one I saw. And thank God it's the first one I saw, because now it's my soulmate. We're getting married next month. Your invite's in the mail. Go check it. Okay. Mascara. I have two for this because I couldn't choose between them. But I have subcategories. So this is legal for me to do. Okay? Don't tell anybody. So for drugstore mascara, my favorite is Maybelline Lash Sensational. I adore it. It is actually what I'm wearing right now. Of course, you can't hardly tell because I have eyeliner on, and I have very short eyelashes and very thin eyelashes. With my anxiety part of it, I tend to rip out my eyelashes. Maybe that's too much information, but I like to normalize mental health stuff, so there you go. I really talk a mile a minute when I'm doing these. And then my favorite non-drugstore mascara, so Ulta, because that's where I shop when it's not Walgreens, is the Benefit They're Real Magnet Mascara. What I've noticed with every mascara that's not a Maybelline drugstore mascara, it's pretty meh. You know, every mascara is like, meh. But then, every once in a while, you come across a great one. And you, in this instance, is me, speaking for myself. And then when you look at the label, you see always 10 out of 10 times that it's Benefit. This has been my experience. I use a mascara, I'm like, wow, that's really nice. It's Benefit. Or Maybelline. I was going to say L'Oreal. Oh my god. or Maybelline. Okay. Next up would be bronzer slash contour. I don't know the difference, honestly. And that, for me, my favorite is the Ciate. I have no idea how that's pronounced. I'm assuming it's Ciate. Ciate London. And it is bamboo bronzer. And it says not for resale because I got this in an Ipsy bag forever ago. I haven't been subscribed to Ipsy in years. So this little guy has been expired probably 5 times over. However, I love using it. I'm also going to say I do not recommend using expired makeup. It's not safe. I do it anyway. I like to live life on the edge. Okay. Blush. Okay. Let's think back to what the eyeshadow palette was. The Powerpuff Girls one from ColourPop. Oh yeah, I used to be obsessed with the Powerpuff Girls. So your girl went and bought the whole collection, and my favorite blush is one of the ones from that collection, the lighter shade, because I am a pale little child. So here we go. Oh, you can see. Hi! Anyway, this is the shade Saving the World. It's a peachy shade. I love peachy blushes. They're fantastic. ColourPop formula, fantastic. Okay, highlighter. This is another one that I've had for years that should have expired 5 times over. So this is from BH Cosmetics. I haven't bought any BH Cosmetics in quite a while. This might be the last BH Cosmetics product I've bought. My cat is playing, so if you hear anything in the background, it's her. This is what it looks like. It's probably my most beat up looking thing that's going to be in this video because I have been using it for years. I love it. I will use all the shades. I will bounce between 2 or even 3 shades to use at once. Love it. Okay. And then, after I do all that, is lips. My favorite lip formula is from Juvia's Place. I have this black one here because this is the only... Look at me. Oh, my favorite is Juvia's Place. Oh, yeah? How many do you have? 1. But 1 is all you need when you're an emo. I don't want to say anything derogatory, but that's... I always call myself an emo. But... emo woman. Or... anybody. Oh my god. Just deal with me, please. So yeah. Juvia's Place. Liquid lip. I only own 1. I absolutely love it. I should buy more. I just haven't. Actually, I shouldn't, because I have so many liquid lips and lipsticks and whatnot. But this formula is fantastic. This is the shade, I hope it's pronounced Doo-Doo, because that's what I'm saying. It's D-U-D-U. I love it. It's so fantastic. And then for setting spray, I only own 1 setting spray, so it's gotta be this one. I usually only have 1 setting spray at a time. I usually pick up a different one every time. This one has been fine. It's the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Spray and Set Makeup Extender. It's alright. I am actually still on a quest to find my perfect setting spray. So if you guys have any recs, please put it down below. And if you have sat through this whole video, I thank you, because I'm very, very difficult to deal with and to sit through my rants. So you deserve a cookie. Go get one. Okay. Have a great day, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you want me to do a least favorite makeups version, because I definitely can do that. You'll see that setting spray yet again. All right, bye, guys.